Okay, I was trying to make a video, but homegirl just came home blasting, you know, and I feel her. I'm like jamming with her. I'm like, yes, girl, let's go. But on a serious note, I just want to come on here and just share how grateful I am. You know, I'm so grateful to God for life. I'm so grateful to be alive today, right now, in this moment, because days are different. You know, I have been struggling mentally for the past few, I'd say weeks, but then everything plateaued this last week, I think, when it was a Wednesday morning and I just felt like I cannot even wake up, you know, and go to work. There's two things. Firstly, I know, guys, it's so much spoken of, and yet somehow there's still so much shame, at least on my end, when it comes to struggling mentally. You know, first thing is, you're not ill, like you don't have a stomach bug or you do not have flu, you know. So what are you gonna say you're struggling with when you're reporting, you know, at work? And secondly, shame from being a Christian and admitting that you're struggling mentally. And I like how Lwanele Khasu explained what the concept of mental health is. And she said it's a state of mind. How are you coping with the day-to-day things, you know? So sometimes it's hard, sometimes it's nice, it's free-flowing, you know. And church pastors, preachers, sometimes, or even ourselves, like believers, people that go to church, maybe when we are fired up and feeling, you know, powerful and all of that, it sometimes makes you feel like you're not allowed to struggle, you know. And that's where I am right now, where I'm giving myself permission to feel, you know, to say, even Jesus expressed, you know, felt to a point of expressing that I am so grieved to a point of death, you know. I am tired, or I am, may this cup pass me by, you know. All those things were happening to him, and he felt them, and he went through them, he processed them, right? So I'm now giving myself permission to say, if it hurts, it hurts. Because I have this thing where I psych myself up and say, I'll recite scripture, I will speak the word against a problem, when the problem just really just wants to be felt, you know. I do not have electricity. That's frustrating. It's small. I like to make these small but practical day-to-day challenges, because the thing that makes me trip, at least myself, is not the big things, to say, yo, I don't have my own house, I don't have a car. I mean, all those things, I want them. But the things are like the day-to-day things that when he says he'll do exceeding abundantly above, you know, he'll provide, he's Jehovah Jireh. And I'm looking at the things around and I'm just like, that does not look like quite the provision that I require right now, you know. And so, yes, the word is important when the Apostle Paul reminds or says that I know what struggle is, and I know what being maybe well off or good is, and I have chosen to be content in all situations. You know, you don't just become content because that's what the word says. You first go through it. You first feel the struggle. You first feel yourself struggling and process that, you know. And I think that's one thing that I am just, it's a challenge for me, because it's like, what? I'm human? What do you mean? I'm not human. I'm good. I mean, I don't be sleeping with nobody's man. I don't be stealing. I don't be lying. Like, okay, here and there sometimes, but like, I'm good, and jokes aside, guys, these are the things that my mind sort of like tells itself, that because I'm good, then I can't struggle, in terms of, I can't allow myself to struggle, to feel, I don't know, it's the craziest thing. And because I'm a happy person, I sometimes feel like I owe it to the people to be the entertainer, to be happy. Like, I cannot not have my smile on, because people are just like, where's the smile, whatever, why you, it's like I owe it to people, and I don't really owe it to anybody more than I owe it to myself. So if I'm gonna perform, crazy, because I'm not even realizing myself performing until it just demands to be felt and I'm immobile in bed, it's hard to get out of, to go out and function. Then I'm just like, oh, we're suffering, And so, yeah, I'm grateful to God. Yes, He does work everything out, for our good. He does. Even if it was evil, but the Lord somehow works it out for your good, my good, our good. But in the process of working it out, be it character building or preparing for even a bigger thing than what you want, or the process of waiting, whatever it is, the good that seems good to God, in the process, I am not. No, you're not. I was a high sharp. High sharp, but then when you come out of it, you praise, you praise and say, you are still God, sovereign, seated on the throne. There is no one like you. Outside of you, God, I am still nothing. So I've got no other place to go. You created me. Everything, my whole makeup, internally and externally is as a result of your wisdom and just your impeccability. So still continue to mold me, continue to mold me. But you don't get to that point until you get to feel it, to sit with it, to even wrestle with the Lord if need be. So if you're anything like me, please give yourself permission. Please give yourself permission to not know. I always give my sister grief. And I think this is me also repenting to her and saying, sis, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for wanting to make you work when you do not have it in you. It's a projection, Dagamam. It's a projection. And because I don't know how to do that. Oh, even saying that is like, but yeah, man. So right, guys. So grand, yes. So grand.